Hi, my name is Dr. Terry Scott. I am the owner of Just for Kids Pediatric Dental Office in McKinney, Texas. So I've been in practice for over 21 years now here in McKinney, and I am at the point in my career where I am beginning to transition into retirement. I looked into quite a few options to do that transition. I looked into hiring an associate and transitioning that way. I looked into just selling the practice outright and then just becoming an employee for a company. And then through that process, I was introduced to MB2 through a broker, and this fantastic opportunity came up where I could actually partner with MB2, still own a piece of my practice, pretty much be autonomous in my practice, but with their help, transition into retirement and make that the best transition I could possibly make it. Okay, so my goal from this point forward is to transition the practice to an associate and allow that associate to actually buy out my part of the practice. And I want to do that for somebody because I was an associate at one point and that did not work out for me. And I want to make the transition for that associate as easy, as pain-free, as enjoyable, and something that they're really going to look forward to and really have pride in when they do go ahead and purchase the practice and become the primary doctor here. And MB2, so far for me, I think is going to be a fantastic union for us, for me, for that person who does buy this practice in the future, because what they did when I first started looking at MB2 was they took me all different departments. One of those departments was a transition department and an associate department, and they do help you search for an associate. I did try that on my own. It was very difficult. Did not work out at all. So I was really excited about that we can try to find a good fit for my practice. I can tell them really what I want. And when we do find that right person, that they're going to want to stay with MB2, they're going to want to continue either building this practice, maybe open other practices besides having this practice as well. And for them to have that career that I've had, that enjoyable career, to have a successful, owner-operated practice and just, enjoy their career and not make it be a burden for them or not have a poor or a bad experience when they do transition or they do try to buy a practice. I just want them to have the opportunities that I've had in the past. And I really do think that MB2 is going to be that partnership for me that allows me to get there and just pass this on and just keep it going as a successful, fantastic, wonderful, just practice for everyone involved. My advice to fellow dentists looking to do any kind of a transition, whether it be growing their practice or selling their practice or getting an associate, I looked at a lot of different DSOs, was not really excited about joining any of those DSOs. It just seemed like they would strip everything away from you as an individual. You just become an employee. That's everyone that I looked at, that's what it was. They were going to come in and change everything. The name, the way the practice runs, all the internal workings of the practice. And also too, I was afraid that they were going to be, like a big brother kind of thing where they would just be looking at me saying, you're not doing this, enough procedures this, or you're not producing enough of that. And that just was not comfortable for me moving forward. So when I met with MB2, one of their options was to sell them the entire practice and come back as, an employee of MB2. Out of everybody, that they would have been the only one that I had done that with. However, the partnership option was, it was an eye-opener for me. No one had that opportunity. Nobody offered that opportunity. The more I talked to Mauricio and Dr. V about that, it just seemed like for me that was a fantastic fit. It was going to be the best way to go forward for me. I'm glad I did it. I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't look into anything else.